The vehicle is exculpatory evidence. And they fucking destroyed it. They destroyed it. For no reason, by the way. There's no good reason why they've destroyed it. You have a video. You have a video today.
We're going to go over the video. We were, me and you were at the junkyard.
We went to the junkyard today.
We went to the junkyard. We found the same exact vehicle that Mustapha drove. And
I mean, this shit is like so infuriating. It boils your blood.
I get more upset when I talk to Mustafa's defense attorney and I tell him, Brad, evidence show in this case that they crushed and saged Mustafa's vehicle. You know what he tells me? We'll let the jury know during trial. What the fuck are you talking about? This is a motion to dismiss.
I mean, the most crucial piece of evidence, the most crucial piece of exculpatory evidence, especially when at the hospital, Mustapha says, I hit the brake and the car doesn't stop. What do they do next? They go destroy the car. By the way, even if Mustapha didn't say there was something wrong with my car, the fact that there is a fatality in this vehicle puts an obligation on the police department to preserve it as is. The way it is, it should have been preserved because it is exculpatory evidence, and it's to rule out any of this, oh, we did that. No, it's like this because we did it. Well, why the fuck did you do it? Okay, why did you do it? Why did you crush his car? Why did you crush his car? There is no good answer. There's not an answer in the world that can answer that.
They tell you, and we're going to take a deep dive
justifies
into
it.
There's a body cam in the case file that Investigator Davis and Investigator Robert Drum on body cam, on suits over body cam, they say the reason that we cut the roof, crushed his front passenger side, his girlfriend's side, they put hydraulic. They said we put hydraulic on the B-pillar. We crushed and to roll the vehicle forward so we can get the ACM, the computer inside the vehicle. Wait a minute. I have pictures of the vehicle at the scene after the accident, and it shows that the vehicle is not... Yeah, do me a favor if you can pull it up. It shows that the vehicle is not caved in.
And there's nobody in that car, by the way. You can zoom in. There's no one in that car.
Everybody has been extracted before by bystanders.
It's nighttime.
Bystander extracted everybody. So, I mean...
Actually, you have a picture of the car at the police impound.
This is a picture of the vehicle at the scene after the accident. And then you zoom in. I mean, here, this is... So the ACM, the computer inside the vehicle that they're talking about is right here. If you zoom in, it's right under the shifter.
And by the way, do you see the steering wheel?
Right there.
Do you see the steering wheel caved in? I don't think so. Do you see the dash out of place? I see a perfectly aligned dash. There's a lot of space between the seat and the steering wheel. Nothing has hit that car from the front.
Now tell me why inside the police department, this is Mustafa's vehicle.
This is Mustapha. Once again, this is at the police impound.
The roof is intact. The vehicle is intact. Okay.
Look at the front end. No damage to the front.
This is not a head-on collision. Okay. All right. So this is the vehicle.
Zoom in again. Zoom in on that. Look at that.
You can let me zoom in. There you go. And then I'm gonna circle right here. This is where the ACM is. To access the ACM inside the vehicle, the box is right there. You can zoom in.
I mean, the car is literally perfectly intact on the interior.
So why are they rolling the vehicle forward, crushing Mustafa's passenger? I mean, that's what they're saying on Bodycam. The reason this is the vehicle. Why are they doing this to the vehicle?
It doesn't justify it.
I mean, the fire...
Nothing justifies what that car is going to look like afterwards.
Investigator Davis and Investigator Robert Drum on Bodycam say, we had the fire department cut the roof for us, roll the vehicle forward, and in the process...
They chopped at the driver fender.
Absolutely.
They crushed the B-pillar.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck are they doing here? Why? Why are you fucking doing this to the car? Their excuse is to get to the ACM. Now, I want to listen to the body cam of Investigator Davis.
And by the way, they tried to play it off as the car looks like that because we were extracting everybody. That's what they told Casey
originally,
Stevens. Or that's what Casey Stevens told us.
Mustafa's first defense attorney was telling us.
He says this is due to extraction. I said the car didn't look like that.
What extraction? This is the picture at the scene.
At the scene.
I mean, they've already extracted everybody. I mean, no one is in the vehicle. You're crushing it and you're cutting it inside the police department. And your reason? Okay, well, let's listen to Investigator Davis. And he wants to tell us why they cut their roof. They had the fire department cut their roof, roll the vehicle forward, crush his front passenger, Dorothy's portion in the process. Let's hear what his reasoning is.
And Drum's been with the crash investigation unit for 20 years. Is that right?
19 years.
19 years. What's his name? Chad Mason has been there for 14 years. You have Davis, who's also been there for many years.
I mean,
collectively, they probably have like over 300 years of experience.
These fucking vampires. I mean, obviously they have the experience. They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
So let's hear what Investigator Davis tells us why the vehicle is crushed.
Let's listen to Rob Davis.
Rob Davis.
We also, well, the other thing too that I forgot to tell you, we put this could have taken this into account. The fire department cut the top off for us. They also rolled the steering wheel forward so we could get the box out. So they had their big hydraulic thing set up right like where the B pillar would be, pushing the front forward. So I guess that could that have caused the lengthening of the car per se?
Absolutely.
Okay. I actually didn't even think about that until just now. When they rolled out that forward, that would have pushed. Yeah, because I'll show you what they did. They cut here on both of them, and then put their machine here, and then pushed the whole front forward to get this out of the way so that we could get the box out.
Okay, yeah, that could be rough with it. Made the length longer.
Yeah. What was that?
That's because of that.
Yeah, but that could have pushed all that. That could have made the length of the car longer, made that drivetrain fall out too. And it caused that to push forward.
All right.
It could have done this. It could have done that because we did this and we did that. You have an obligation. You have an obligation to preserve the vehicle, especially when there's a fatality. Because of Brady versus Maryland, the vehicle is exculpatory evidence. The entire vehicle. You have an obligation to preserve it. What day did they fucking crush the car?
April 13, 2023.
April 13th. So rather than send this car to inspection, by the way, they didn't even get a warrant.
That's right. When you go through the file, the warrant, I mean, there is no warrant.
They didn't get a warrant to chop up the vehicle.
How did you get the ACM? How did you chop up the vehicle? You don't have a warrant to get the ACM, the box inside the vehicle?
I mean, there is a warrant in the system. It's not signed. It's not dated. And
so wait a minute.
As a matter of fact, Robert Drum falsifies his affidavit on it.
So hold on now. So you go crush the vehicle, stage it, get the ACM, and then decide later, let's put this document in there.
Let's inspect it after we crush it.
The warrant is not signed. They put that document later.
Pull up the warrant.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Let's pull up the warrant and let's take a look at what Robert Drum says on the warrant. Is that it?
This is it. Do you know which number?
Okay, that's the first page. Let's go through this warrant and let's see what Robert Drum writes on this warrant. And by the way, Robert Drum did not make contact with Mustapha on the scene. Robert Drum never spoke to Mustapha until April 7th on that phone call. That's the only time he made contact with Mustapha.
I have a body cam where he never talked to Mustapha on the scene, but he's putting in a...
he showed up after the fact.
He says that he talked to Mustapha on the scene, and he has a whole entire page.
There's a whole narrative.
There's a whole narrative. But on body cam, when you look at his body cam,
he lied.
He not once talked to Mustapha.
He lied.
I mean, Mustapha was put on a stretcher and put into an ambulance. He never made contact with Mustapha.
And then he was helicoptered. He never made contact. The only person that made contact with Mustapha was Chad Mason.
Chad Mason.
Okay, and he spoke to him, for maybe 10 seconds. And as soon as he got that 10 seconds, he said he goes to drum. He says, "I got it on camera. I got
what on camera? Mustafa's telling you he doesn't even know where he's at. He's the off-duty paramedic says Mustapha thinks he's in 2021.
He had a concussion.
Obama is he's dealing with a concussion. Obama is the president. It's 2021, and he doesn't even know where he's at. And the off-duty paramedic is telling you he's having a concussion.
By the way, look at the bottom. Look at the bottom of that.
You know what Robert Drum
warrant?
says? Look, when you read the warrant, he said Robert Drum says the fact that he thinks he's in 2021 and Obama is the president, he's on drugs.
He's on drugs.
What are you talking about? Don't we have Mustapha's toxicology that shows no alcohol and no drugs?
Well, he lied about that because in the report he says Mustapha's blood would show drugs and alcohol. That's what he says in the warrant. That's what he says in his affidavit. And now we have Mustapha's blood record, and it shows no alcohol, no drugs. So how can an officer falsify this much? And for the prosecutor to say, "Oh, I didn't know. When the lawyer asks her, he says, "Would you not agree that this is like what the officers are doing is very questionable?" She says, "Oh yeah, it's very questionable." Well, get the fuck out of here, bitch! You're fucking talking to them every day. They're updating you as they go. As they go, every page, every police report says,
"Yep."
The Commonwealth Attorney, Sarah Sammy, has been updated and notified and advised every step of the fucking way. Every step of the way. She's been advised and notified of everything they're doing. And matter of fact, she's instructing them on what to do next.
She's terrified that her communication is going to get released. One of the Brady point that Mustapha's defense wanted was her communication. And Judge Weimer says, "I'm denying the release of her communication." What's so terrifying?
He's protecting her.